How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the G.B.B. Jay once again. And on this one, I'm joined by London. London, what up?
What's up, Jace?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Guys, we're going to be doing the post-match review for Manchester United versus Bournemouth. In a game where Manchester United come away with a 2-1 victory after going behind in the first half. It seems like this is a trend with United at the moment that we need to be scored against for us to start scoring goals. Of course, in this one, it was Martial once again that breaks the deadlock and gets us the win. It was great to see. Lukaku not starting is what we call for in the preview. And it looks like it was the right decision for Mourinho as well. London, watching that game, what did you think? Were United playing better? Was it Mourinho? Was it the players just doing their part?
Well, look, I think first half, Bournemouth looked really good.
Yeah.
They actually looked like they were going to run away with it with the chance that they had. I think, again, it was, as you said, it's like they need a wake-up call for someone to score, and then they chase in the game and they react and stuff like that. I heard, or I saw a report by Chris Morgan.
Yeah.
And he says, look, they're kind of doing it the Fergie way, as such, where back then, Man United would always get the win a bit late. They'll show some grit and determination, which, look, that could be a possibility. But look, if you look at the positive sides, my thing is that it was an ugly game from Man United's point of view. They didn't play well at all, but to still able to get the result is a positive.
Yeah.
And not many people can do that.
I think that was the most Fergie-esque thing about the game. The fact that we went behind and we showed that grit and determination to come back and scoring that final goal when we did. Rashford putting that ball away when it needed to be done. That completely is the Fergie way. The problem is we don't play the rest of the game in that fashion. Martial scoring again, and I've said it before, Martial is playing on instinct. Martial gets goals based on instinct. It's not anything that he's being told. It's not the way he's being coached. It's not the way that the formation is being structured. He knows how to get in positions to score goals, and he knows how to get the goal. So, if more of our players had that mentality and had that natural ability, and that's why I think that whatever's going on with his contract and the fact that he's getting so much game time now, like we saw with Luke Shaw at the beginning of the season, Luke Shaw was putting in the kind of performances that warranted him getting a new contract. Martial is definitely doing that now. He's putting in the performances that should see him sign a new contract with Manchester United and be kept at the club for, another 5 seasons or whatever it may be. But it shows that he's a natural talent that we need in the squad. Paul Pogba is another player that I think the performances recently and the way that he links up with Martial is fantastic to see. He's obviously got that relationship with Lukaku, but Lukaku being out of form at the moment warrants him being dropped from the starting 11 and being dropped, from being on the bench. The fact that he didn't come on and we got the result that we did was good. But when we do then call on him later on in the season, we need him to be back in goal-scoring form. There was a couple of plays in the game, the ball passing around, which looked fantastic. But then you got that first 45 minutes where Manchester United just didn't have answers for whatever Bournemouth threw at us. They're a very good team with a lot of good players, and their position in the table is justified, I think. And for us to get a win against a team in such good form was fantastic. There was a comment after the game by the commentators. Manchester United are successful with 2 wins in a row. I think that's a little bit sad because now winning 2 games back to back has become an achievement. London, what are you thinking about the way that we're going about it, the way that people are talking about United, and what we're actually putting out on the field?
Look, it's a positive in the sense that you've got to start somewhere. Your run's got to start somewhere. So regardless of what pundits and everyone may be saying, like from the players' point of view, look, they need to start somewhere. So they've got the 2 wins now. Go and look towards the next game. Try and build on that. Try and build from there. Try and build from there. So, like, as the old school saying is, you're only as good as your last game.
Yeah.
So the way it is at the moment is that they've got 2 wins. That's where they're at. They've got to put that aside for the moment and look towards the Juve game.
Yeah.
So look, as I said, they're not playing brilliantly. It's a bit ugly. It's in patches at the moment, but they're still getting results. If it's something that again that you build from doing it for 45 minutes, you then go to 50 to 60 minutes to then do it for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
Then you're looking at a team that is in a process like they're developing, and that's what you want. And we've obviously spoken about this in the past, where we said, look, if it's a point where the team start to, towards the end of the season, really start to put in some good results and stuff like that, and still in with a chance of being, I don't know, top 2 or whatever, top 4, whatever it may be, you're setting yourself up for a good season next season. But obviously, look, there's still so much work to do this season.
Yeah, definitely. Considering we're only, a third of the way through the season at this point, there's a lot more football to be played. And looking at the Premier League table at the moment, in first place is 29 points. Where we're sitting at the moment is 20 points. So there's 3 games in it. If United can string 3 games together where we can get a couple of wins, we sort of start to cut that deficit. It was looking very bleak, obviously, before the Everton game, us sitting in 10th. We obviously managed to leapfrog Everton. I thought we would have been able to leapfrog Bournemouth. But obviously, they got a better goal difference than us at the moment. So we're just sitting, right behind them, but on the same amount of points. So if we can, have a good couple of games back to back and get some wins under our belt, it'll be good. These 2 wins against Bournemouth and Everton obviously set us up nicely for the game against Juve in the week. And hopefully we can take whatever lessons we've learned over those 2 games, because both those teams were above us in the table. Yes, they might not have the big name like Manchester United, but obviously they're teams with a squad that know how to play football and are getting results. So the fact that we're able to beat those teams should give us some confidence to go against Juve and try and pull something back. I mean, if we can go to their home ground and get a point, it's not obviously the greatest result we could get, but it's what we probably need in in our group to get the points we need to get through to the next stage. I think that's going to be a very difficult game. There might be a little bit of rotation from the team that we've had now in the last 2 games, but I'm happy, obviously, with the win. And like you say, London, we need to get on a run at some point, and this could be the start of it. If we can have a good run from now till Christmas, we could be back in the frame. That's hoping. Guys, Shans and I also did our Pick the 11s. Our team's up at the bottom of the screen. You'll see that Shannon picked me by 1 point on this one, so he closes the gap just a little bit. But I'm still on top. London, we're going to get you involved in this somehow, man. We should have done the Champions League, Pick the 11s or something like that.
Yeah. True.
But we'll come up with something. Guys, thanks for joining us. London, thanks for getting on the video with me. Please comment, subscribe, like, share, follow. Check us out on all our social media platforms. Guys, thanks for joining us. And we'll have some more videos coming up. Obviously, we'll have the preview for Juve and the post-match. But we're also going to be doing some other videos just to mix it up. London's going to be involved in that, and we're going to try and get some guests and things involved. So that should be good to watch out for. Guys, thanks for joining us, and shot.